Pretties, it's Angela, and today's video is going to be a tutorial on a bracelet, a stretch bracelet. We're going to make a stretch bracelet with this pretty spacer bar, a bar link connector. It says Believe, and I have some spacers here I think I might use, and I have a cross that we're going to make a pendant, a dangle out of. I have some clamshell covers and a couple of crimp beads because I am going to crimp the stretchy cord. So I'm going to be using some 0.8 Crystal Tech. I got this off of Amazon. It was really cheap, and so we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and get me a pair of cutters. And I'm going to cut off this little section at the end just because I don't know if I pulled at it and made it weak or anything. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it attached to my spool while we're working. I'm going to go ahead and cut these beads. I'm going to be using these really pretty cathedral style beads in like a milky opal color. And it has some like brownish colored Picasso. It looks vintage. Picasso finish on the edges of those beads. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off the strand. And I think, I got to see how long it's going to be, but I'm thinking maybe every couple of beads put a spacer in between. Let's see. If you hear that noise in the background, I think my husband's outside cutting grass, so sorry about that. Alright, and so let's see, we'll end with a couple of beads. We'll see how long that is and kind of adjust as we go. But I'm going to go ahead and start stringing on some beads, and I'm trying to think if I want to end it with the silver next to it or the bead. Well, actually we're going to have the silver because I'm going to put the crimp covers over the edge of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of string these beads on. And I do have these Believe bars, bracelet links in my Facebook group if you're interested in those. I also have the cross pendants, or the cross beads as well. The hole runs from the top to the bottom, which is nice because it makes really nice earrings. You don't have to worry about wire wrapping. So I do have those available in the Facebook group as well. If you're not familiar with my Facebook group, I will have the link in the description box below if you would like to check it out. I do have beads and bindings and jewelry making supplies in that group as well. I do some de-stash sales from time to time. So definitely check it out if you're into making jewelry. Alrighty, and oh, that one wanted to jump back off. It didn't want to go on that stretchy cord. Alright, so let's see how that's looking. I kind of like that. Alright, let me go ahead and put out a few more beads and then I'll measure and kind of see. Because the, what you call it, the little clamshells will add a little bit of rum too with the jump ring. And I don't know, I probably don't have to add the clamshell with a jump ring. I mean, I could just crimp off on the bracelet bar, but I think it might look a little bit nicer to have the clamshells. So let me see about what length I am at now. I am at about 7. Trying to think. I'm hoping that with the clamshells and the jump ring, it'll give me a little added rum. I probably need just like one more bead, but I'm trying to figure out where I would put that. I could put 3 on one on each side, but I don't know if that would make it too long. Let me try it and see what my length would be. So now I am going to cut off this other end of the stretchy cord so that I can put a bead on that side. Just see. Again, sorry about the lawnmower in the background. Seems like there's always so much to do on the weekends and just not enough time. Alright, so now let me see where I'm at with the believe. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be perfect. So I'm just going to leave those three on the front. That's going to be the front part of my bracelet. Alright, and so I am going to add a crimp bead. And I hope that this goes back through twice. I'm going to add my... Oh, I don't need it to go back through twice because we're doing a clamshell. Duh. And I need to put the clamshell on first. I think the lawnmower's got me frazzled. I'm worried about the noise in the background. Oh my goodness. Okay. So... let's see. So I can go ahead and crimp this off. Let's see how this is going to work out. I don't think I've ever done it this way, quite this way before. Alright, so I'm going to bring it up here and smash it down. And I'm just going to give that a pull to see if it's going to come off. It's not going to come off of my stretchy cord, so that's good. Now, if you wanted to, you can, before you close your little clamshell off, I'm going to clip that little extra piece. Before you put your clamshell, close it up, you can put a little dot of E6000 glue in there to help hold it together. I'm not going to on this one just for time's sake because I have to open my glue and all that kind of stuff. But you can pull on that and it's not going anywhere, so that's good. So my clamshell is nice and secure on that end. So I am going to, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stretchy cord and pull it. We always want to make sure we stretch that out before we close it off so that it doesn't stretch out once we have it on our wrist. Alright, so that's why I always tend to cut off my piece close to my spool before I start, because I've already kind of pre-stretched it, which is not, I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but just in case. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my clamshell on this other end, and I'm going to drop my crimp bead down onto my stretchy cord. Well, I said I was, but I lost my crimp bead to the floor. So I'm going to grab another crimp bead. I did get these crimp beads from BB Craft, if you're interested in checking that out. These are really cool. You get a ton of them in this little divider case, and it's got them all separated out for you. Really handy. And especially when you drop things like I do. You need to find another one quick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that crimp bead down to the bottom of my bracelet, and I am just going to get in there with my pliers as close as I possibly can and crimp it down as soon as I can get a good grip on it. Okay, just make sure it's squeezed tight, and you can lift that up and pull on it to see if it's going to come off. It's not coming off, and so I am going to clip off the excess stretch cord, and I am going to close up my clamshell. Get my pliers, close up my clamshell, and so that is my stretchy bracelet part, which looks like it's going to be just about perfect. Okay, and so now I am going to grab some jump rings, and I'm going to use a shiny silver since it is next to that believe, which my spacer beads had some antiquing in it, but so does the believe has the black inlay kind of, so you can read what it says. It's not totally shiny. Alright, so I'm going to grab the smallest jump rings I have, and I am going to attach my stretchy bracelet part of my bracelet to the bar connector. So I'm going to go ahead and put it through my clamshell and put it through one side of the, I think I need to open it up just a little bit more. and then close it up. Okay, so it is attached to one side, and now I just need to do the same thing to the other side, and I'm hoping it's not too long. Alright, I'm going to open that jump ring up. Put the jump ring through the clamshell. Well, I said it was. Alright, I got it through one side. It'll wiggle it through sometimes. Sometimes those clamshell covers don't line up just perfectly. I thought that I had it, but I guess it wasn't just so. Let me see if I can get it on now. Oh, there went the jump ring. Everything is flying on me today. Not only do I have to drop these, but everything is like flying all over the place. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to have to definitely sweep and vacuum the floor. Okay, so I have it on there. I'm going to attach it. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be too long? Close up your jump ring. It's actually not that bad. I don't mind it a little bit big. So it is a little bit big. Trying to think of how I could adjust it. Well, I just may have to make me a smaller one, and somebody will get this one with a larger wrist. But I'm trying to, okay, so let's see. If it was, oops, sorry guys. If it was a little bit snugger, that believe would stay more firmly. I could have crimped this directly to the link, and that would have saved me some space with the jump rings. But I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'll probably still wear it though, because it's not that big. I mean, it's a little bit big, but it's not going to fall off my hand big. So let me go ahead and take that off, and then we'll go ahead and attach our charm. And I think I'm going to attach it to the jump ring. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a head pin. Grab me a head pin, and as long as it doesn't go through my bead, I think I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave it completely alone and leave it silver. No, not gonna add any spaces or anything above it. I am going to use my one-step looper to make me a nice loop, and I'm gonna close it off with my pliers. Okay, and I am going to get another jump ring. Put my ring back on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attach this with a jump ring to this jump ring here that we attached to the bar, and close that up. And that is absolutely beautiful. I love that. I really like the touch of the cross added to it. And again, it'll dangle down like so. I'm gonna put it the other way so y'all can see and read it. Okay, so when it's on your wrist, your cross is gonna dangle down like that. And I love those cathedral beads. So I think that came out really nice. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like I said, it's a quick, easy little project, and you can crimp your stretchy cord with your crimp beads and your clamshell covers, or like I said, we could have crimped it straight to the bar. It wouldn't have been a problem to do it that way as well. But I just thought that looked a little bit finished, and it had the silver. I probably could have left off those two beads that I added towards the end. May go back and restring it, or find some other beads that I like and make another one. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Click on subscribe, hit the notification bell when it pops up so that you can be notified each time I upload a new YouTube video. So until the next video, guys, bye!